the dishes, then do me. Mm-hmm. What is up, sapiosexuals? Thank you for turning on Sex in South Beach with me, Dr. Sanjaya, your best girlfriend in Miami Beach and America's favorite sexologist and medical professor. Oh, yeah. So the sex situation we're getting into today is all about prepping her brain for sex. And y'all know it's March, which means we're still celebrating women. So as part of our Women's Herstory series, we're talking about the aspects of sexual satisfaction that everyone who has sex with women needs to know. And today, we're talking about the most important organ involved with female sexuality, her brain. Yeah, that big old space between her ears. That is right. Funny story. Yesterday, I was giving a talk to the medical students about female sexuality. Now, y'all remember, I am a real live, bona fide, Ivy League educated now, professor of medicine. I work at the University of Miami during the day at the medical school. So the students asked me to lead a discussion on female sexuality. Well, let me tell you. I started with the sexual response cycle, right? Some basic stuff, which I thought like everybody learns, in medical school or before they get to medical school or something like that. But I was shocked, like capital S-H-O-C-K, shocked, okay? That most of the students had never even heard of this concept, like there is a sexual response cycle, okay? And when we discussed some of the brain differences that impact sexual responses, I was so excited to see all the medical students picking up their pens and pencils and taking ferocious notes. I mean, like they were writing like it was their life depended on this stuff, okay? They were so eager to learn, which makes me super optimistic that the doctors of tomorrow are going to incorporate more sexuality education into their training, and therefore they're going to be able to help more people, right? And I was super proud of the female medical students for organizing this event because it really demonstrates that when women are in charge, what? Female sexuality becomes a priority. Booyah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get the world prioritizing female sexual health. Ooh, that sounds so good. It's almost like a tickle factor. It makes me want to giggle. It just is like, ooh, the whole world's going to know about female sexual health, right? Yes. Yes, it's important for us to come, okay? It's very, very, very important, okay? And since I am the head woman in charge of this show, right here, right now, we're going to talk about how a woman's beautiful brain impacts her sexual satisfaction, okay? It is not all about the clit. Basically, every person, whether male or female, has a bridge that carries our thoughts through our brain. And this bridge is called the Corpus Callosum, okay? Now, a man's Corpus Callosum, it is much narrower than a woman's. I mean, you could think of it like a one-lane, one-way road. Okay, not even a street. It's like a one-lane, one-way road. Now, this is very beneficial to men when it comes time to focus on a specific topic or problem. They're really able to zone in on that one thing and block out all distractions, all right? So when a man wants sex, he's got one thing on his mind, because remember, the bridge that carries his thoughts is very narrow. Only one thought can travel at a time in one direction, okay? So a man has very stable levels of testosterone and a very narrow bridge carrying his thoughts. So when he thinks sex, booyah! That's all he can think about, right? He's able to block out everything else. But women, we're not men. We think differently. Our brains are built differently. In fact, a woman's corpus callosum, this bridge that carries our thoughts, it's much wider than a man's, right? Very, very wide. Remember, the man has the one-lane, one-way road carrying thoughts through his brain. But women, what? We got a multi-lane, multi-direction interstate running in our brains, okay? That's why we can multitask seamlessly. We can contemplate several issues simultaneously. We can help our kids with homework while we're curling our eyelashes, packing lunch, and texting a work colleague while pouring a glass of wine. Yep, that was me at 8 o'clock last night, okay? For real, y'all. That is every modern day woman for you. We know how to get many things done simultaneously, and that's because the bridge that carries thoughts in our brain is very, very, very wide. We got things going in both lanes, both directions. There's a traffic jam, there's an accident, and we're like, oh oh, I got to get around this accident and get shit done. I mean, that's how women do it, right? One reason why we should consider electing some. Another note, back to sex, okay? So when it comes to women experiencing our ultimate sexual potential, mental relaxation. Mental relaxation. Mental relaxation is the key to success, okay? Shut down that highway in our brain, okay? We need some road work to come on down, okay? We need to shut down all the lanes on that highway. And if you love a woman and you want her to have some good sex, you can help her do this, okay? That's what we're talking about today. First, you must really understand how natural it is for women to participate in sex while thinking about the work she has to do, the dishes that need to be washed, and the nails that need to be manicured. Mental multitasking is completely normal for most women. But you know what? It does not support the highest rates of sexual satisfaction. Because of our ability to naturally multitask in our brains, it can actually make us much less present during sex. And even though we're feeling the sensations, we might not be tuned into them. And you know what? Sensations, they feel best when you're tuned into them, okay? FYI. So knowing this, it's really important to take steps to clear a woman's mind before engaging in sensual activity. As a partner to a woman, this means you can do the dishes. You can hire a babysitter. You can put on some soft music, light some candles, and give her a relaxing massage with Sense aromatherapy body oil. Boom! That's going to get her mind right for making some sweet love. I'm telling you. Somehow you've got to shut down that multi-lane expressway running through her brain. And just like I told the medical students yesterday, this is where the candles and the bubble bath come in. Seriously, do not sleep on these easy tips and tricks because they really work to prepare your woman's mind for some mind-blowing sex. You got it? Good. But just to make sure you know, I'm here to give you your climax. Oh yeah, something sweet to take away from today's show. 1, sexual stimulation in females, it starts in our brain, okay? Look, when a man takes off our shirt, we don't get wet. Quite different response. I heard when a woman takes off her shirt, you guys get hard. Well, you know what? We don't, okay? Totally different. Our sexual stimulation starts in our brain, okay? Wouldn't it be great, women, if there were like brain clubs we could go to that could turn us on mentally? You know how men have strip clubs because they're visually stimulated, right? So they can go see a woman take off her clothes and they get all turned on. We need some brain clubs, okay? Some sexy men just to talk us through our stuff. That's what I'm talking about. And it wouldn't be bad if, they were smart men with strong tongues. I'm just saying. Okay. Number 2, the corpus callosum, the bridge that carries thoughts through the brain. Well, a woman's corpus callosum is wider than a man's, which means we can think about a lot more things at the same time. A men's corpus callosum is a one-way, one-lane road. A woman's is like a multi-directional, multi-lane interstate. Don't forget that. And the key to experiencing ultimate sexual satisfaction is shutting down the highway in her brain so she can fully tune into the sexual sensations her body is receiving. And this can be done so easily by taking stuff off her to-do list and creating a relaxing sensual environment. I want you to think candles, bubble bath, and Sense aromatherapy body oil for that pre-sex massage you're about to give her. Oh yeah, now you're on the right track for prepping her brain for a big old climax. All right, y'all. I had so much fun talking to you a little bit about how a woman's brain impacts her sexual experiences. And if you're a woman or you love a woman, the next thing you need to do is share this show with the person who you love, because showing off your sexual knowledge is like, very, very likely to bring you back some educated sexual experiences. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Everything right about some educated sex, let me tell you. For your daily dose of Nookie knowledge, check me out on all the social media platforms Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Baby, I don't know what you waiting for to link up. I'm over here waiting on you, waiting for that LinkedIn invitation. Come on, get at it, girl. And if you really want to show some love, boo, press subscribe right now. And what? Eargasms Unlimited are going to be delivered right to your phone immediately, too. Don't be scared. DRSONJIA on all the social media networks. I'm waiting for you, boo. And you know who this is. I'm Dr. Sanjaya. Thanks so much for turning on Sex in South Beach, where everyone comes for happier, healthier sex.